Now there's a huge amount starting to come through now, which is deeply reassuring, really uplifting, especially when you get a lovely dry day such as today, and you've got that sort of the chorus of the birds in the background, just reinforcing the fact that we're starting to enter spring tentatively, it has to be said. Now there's all sorts of plants I could show you in here. I could talk for ages about the hellebores and sort of the pulmonarias starting to burst, and the various different shrubs which are starting to break in terms of their buds. There's one plant I want to show you because I always talk about this when it's in full bloom, and it is my favourite spring, early spring flowering perennial. It's this one here. Now this is a spring pea, which is Lathyrus vernus, and it's something about the fact that it's this massive poised green bud which is about to erupt over the next 2 or 3 weeks. You just get a hint of some of the colour which is going to pop through, but nothing compared to when those flowers are fully open, when you get the strongest, most gorgeous purpley blue colours to the petals. But it really is an absolute massive growth here, and when it does pop in probably about a fortnight or so, the bees will be all over this for the next sort of 6 weeks when it's in flower. This is growing on the edge of one of our shade borders, where the soil is pretty thin here, sort of tapers down to the ground. But you can see we've mulched it generously, as we do every single season, because of the fact that we want to compensate for the lack of depth of soil in here. And the Lathyrus vernus is, in fact, it's a native to the UK. You don't come across it that often, and if you do see it in the hedgerows, it tends to be fairly small, and obviously it's having to compete with all the plants that are there. But in sort of the relative luxury of a garden border, they make sizable clumps, and this particular clump has been in here now for, I was trying to work it out, I think it's 12 years now, and shows no sign of petering out or slowing down. It's just full of energy. And over the next few days I'm going to keep putting pictures up of this just so you can see how it's getting on. But it's a gorgeous plant, and well worth thinking about for a sunny or sort of an area of light shade if you're wanting an injection of colour very shortly. So it's Lathyrus vernus, and it's the spring pea.